Welcome to the Blerdsnerds podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Blerdsnerds podcast. I'm Shannon.
I'm Gyasi.
What's up, guys? We're back again with another episode. We didn't have an episode last week, but we're here now. Gyasi, how are you doing?
You back?
What have you been up to?
Nothing much, getting this money.
Or not? We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah.
What are some nerdy things you've done this week?
Yeah, I've been getting into these stocks like everybody else. Boy has some GameStop stock, from back in the
one GameStop stock.
One.
When he says stock, he literally means one.
Yeah, one. Like one, as in from the the beginning of the panorama. And
Gyasi missed the opportunity to get rich.
Yes, I did. So now I'm like addicted to this money stuff.
Yeah, he missed his opportunity back when GameStop stock was only $3. He only got one stock. So
yep. So I waited for that one stock to go up to $1,000. I'm gonna sell it.
I don't know if it's gonna get that high, Justin.
I don't think it is, but
I don't think it's gonna get that high. I think that mass wave is over, to be honest.
But it's right. Either way, I'm gonna make some money. I'm gonna make a little bit of money, which is
but maybe not. But this is a good chance for you to learn about, be more financially literate, so you can get rich off of some other stock.
Exactly.
For everyone who jumped on this stock bandwagon, which I also did as well. I got some AMC stock. But this is a good opportunity because these short squeezes, they don't happen very often. So I don't want people to think that getting stock is a get rich quick scheme. That's not always the case. It's a long haul sometimes. So if this has gotten you into stocks, then this is a perfect opportunity for you to research stocks and become more financially literate so that you can invest your money smartly in the future. And in actual companies that are successful, not companies that are that are being driven by the meme lords on Reddit, and so that you can make some real money,
GME to the moon, as they say on Reddit.
What else have you been doing?
Playing.
Not watching this episode of WandaVision.
Nah.
Just want to preface, guys, that we will not be having our review of WandaVision. I'm just going to give my quick unspoiler thoughts on it since Gyasi didn't watch it, but
okay,
we will have an in-depth review because Gyasi didn't watch it.
Oh, how many times are you going to say that? How many times are you going to say I didn't watch it?
We could talk about last week's episode, though, I guess. I don't even remember what happened last week, but yeah.
I remember what happened last week. I remember that.
Okay, cool. So what else have you been doing? Sorry. You said you've been watching.
Watching, shows. I watched The Winx, Fate, The Winx, whatever it's called.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Is that it? Anything else? Any video games?
Just the huge video games. I played DBD, some OVA, some Dragon Quest.
You're not done playing Dragon Quest yet?
Nah, it's a long game. Okay. I'm almost done. I'm close.
Okay.
I'm taking my time, Shannon. I'm taking my time.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm explaining my time, even.
What did I do? I got into this stock thing too. That was all anyone was talking about last week. We'll talk about that some more later. Been doing that. Watched WandaVision yesterday. It was a fantastic episode. Wow, best episode so far. Definitely by far. I also watched Winx last week. I watched it all in a day. So we can talk about that later. And then I've also been reading Fruits Basket, the manga.
What's that?
Fruits Basket.
Fruits Basket?
Yeah, Fruits Basket. What is so funny?
You said, because I don't know, just the way you said it, like I'm supposed to know it. They're like, oh, Fruits Basket, of course, yeah.
Yeah,
it's
a popular manga anime. You never heard of it?
No, I never heard of it.
Okay, well, Fruits Basket is about.
What is it about?
It's about a girl who is living in a tent, and she's living in a tent on this rich family's land, the Soma family. Well, I don't know if they're rich; they're more like a mysterious family. She's living on their land, and then the boy who's her age, Yuki, and his cousin, they find her, and then they invite her to come live with them. And their family is like they're basically possessed by animal spirits, so they can turn into like the animals of the Chinese zodiac. So you know, that's what that's about. So
Interesting.
she's living with this family. It's cool. I enjoy it.
So slice of life.
I think it's a little more than
Little
slice of
flex.
life. I think
Little
it's like
flex.
I think it's like in between, like a regular and a slice of life. It's pretty
Mhm.
cool. I didn't know what it was about really. I never watched it before, so this is the first time I'm reading it, and I didn't know that it was about that. So I'm pleasantly surprised by the turn it took. So I'm enjoying it. It's good.
It's good. Glad you're out here reading.
Thank you. I mean, it's a manga, but still, there's words on the page. Anyway, I guess we can get into stock stuff for people that have been following or people that have not been following. As you know, Robinhood and a couple of other trading stock apps are in the middle of the crossfire for oppressing the everyday people who are trying to get rich. They don't
Robin from the Hood. Ironically.
Yes, exactly. That's so funny.
Very ironically.
Yeah. So basically what I took away from this week is that they don't want us to be rich. The Wall Street billionaires and Robinhood, they're all liars. They don't want regular people to be rich. They want all the money for themselves. Anyway, Gyasi, do you want to explain what happened in short, or do you want me to explain?
In short, you could probably explain.
No,
it.
you could explain it.
Like what happened with what? With
everything. Just talk about the whole story.
Well, basically, like a group of Redditors from Wall Street Bets basically found out that like people like these hedge funds were betting on GameStop to fail, basically. So like they were like shorting the stocks for GameStop.
And yes, and for those that don't know what shorting is, it's when you borrow a stock and then you sell it immediately for the same price, then you wait for the stock price to drop. Yeah. And then you buy it back at the lower price and then you profit off of the difference.
Yep, exactly. So they were doing that, and but in a I guess a large scale, I guess, because it's like a hedge fund or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then this group got together, basically found out, and they were like gonna buy up all the stocks, so that they basically can't do that. So they basically messed up because the stocks would be at a higher price. And that's basically letting the little guy be able to make a profit of it.
Yeah. So basically GameStop jumped from $6 a share from the previous week, and it went up to almost $500 a share because everybody was buying up the stocks, and it caused these hedge funds basically to go bankrupt, and they lost billions of dollars because they now had to buy all these shares back at these ridiculous prices. So because of all that, this has caused a huge disruption basically. So Wall Street got beat at their own game because they're playing this game betting on people's failures, and then when they were beat at their own game, they decided that wasn't okay to do. So a lot of the trading apps like Robinhood and a few others, they restricted trades on certain apps because this was GameStop, AMC, BlackBerry, Nokia. They restricted trades. There was a whole day on Robinhood where you couldn't buy any more GameStop or AMC or BlackBerry or Nokia shares. You can only sell them. But who are you selling them to? Because nobody can buy them. So
so everybody was just holding on to them, and then that was mad problematic because that was dipping the price of GameStop, which is basically making it in the hedge fund's favor, so they could so they could sell these stocks or buy them back. I mean, at the cheaper price.
So everyone was outraged by this. It's not. I don't know if it's not right for Robinhood to do. I don't know if it's illegal, but it definitely isn't ethical. So there's now a class action lawsuit being filed against Robinhood, rightfully so. I'm actually trying to move off of Robinhood. Actually, right before we started recording, I got a notification saying my Webull account was approved. So I'm about to move all my stuff over there. You can actually transfer everything over from Robinhood to Webull. There's a way to do that. So I'm about to just be moving everything over there and starting my have my business elsewhere. And then after a day, and I think AOC got on Twitch and she was talking about this too. And I think Congress held a hearing, but I didn't really look into what the outcome of that was. But Robinhood lifted some of its restrictions and said that you could buy shares after a day of not being able to buy. They said that you could buy shares in limited capacity. So this morning, I tried to go in and buy more AMC stock. I only have 4 shares. I tried to go in and buy more, and they said that you can only have 5 shares of AMC stock. And I was like, this is BS. I'm like, this is not, I was like, what kind of oppression is this? This is not fair. So I'm definitely moving my business elsewhere because that's kind of crazy that they're still limiting people for how many stocks they can buy.
Yeah.
Basically just flipping the rules to make the Wall Street billionaires happy. And I don't really appreciate that. So Robinhood, you guys are crooks. You guys are crooks. Robinhood is supposed to be on the side of the poor people. It's literally in the name, and they're like not doing that. So everyone, let's band together and move off of Robinhood. Don't give them your business anymore because they're being crazy right now. So if you have another app to move to, there are a lot of different ones. Do your research, and you shouldn't give Robinhood your business anymore. Just my 2 cents.
I agree.
I also got some other. Did you get other shares, Gyasi? Do you have any other shares? Anything else?
Anything else? I think I have like part of a share of
part of a share.
Yeah. Like from like a while ago, like of like Activision or something like that. And I have,
yeah.
Like,
first of all, let me just tell you, everyone's on this Dogecoin thing, and I got some Dogecoin too, but Dogecoin's way down right now. Like it's way down. When I got my Dogecoin crypto, it was at like 0.05 something. Now it's at 0.02. All right. So I don't know about this Dogecoin that everyone's talking about. I'm gonna hold it, but like, people are saying it's gonna
get.
Huh? I have like 400 worth, not 400 American dollars, like 400 Dogecoin, which I don't really know anything about crypto and like what that equates to over time. So I don't know.
Well, it depends like how high up it goes, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. But everyone was saying like this is the next big thing that's gonna blow up. Dogecoin. I'm just waiting. I'm like, okay, when is that gonna happen though? Because it's way down from where it was before. So
it's kind of like a joke, but also like it might.
I mean, it wasn't expensive. I spent like $30 on this Dogecoin share. So like
cents, right? It's like cents.
Yeah, it's like literally cents to buy Dogecoin right now. So I guess like it's not really a big deal.
Yeah.
I also have shares in Sundial Growers, which is a popular share, but it's kind of low too. Sundial Growers is a cannabis company.
Yeah.
So I bought 15 shares of that because it was literally like 60 something cents. So I was like, let me buy this because some people said that was going to go up too. It's only gone up. It's like 82 cents now. I don't really know if it's going to go any higher than that.
Maybe not anytime soon. Maybe like,
yeah, probably like way later. But Robinhood restricted shares of that too. So I'm just like,
why? A lot of people been buying that too.
Yeah. So I guess like maybe. So we'll see if that goes up as well. AMC, I was expecting AMC to go up a little more since they lifted restrictions, but then again, now it's not because they're only allowing people to have 5 shares. So of course it's not going to go up. So that's kind of.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's like, and the thing is too, like AMC like might be even like good like after this because like AMC is apparently like not going out of business. Like they got some money.
Yeah. I heard that too. So we'll see.
Like even if not now, like like maybe like a year or so, like
they just have to rebrand and do something
back
else.
Into theaters eventually.
But like they have to rebrand off of theaters and like do something else that's gonna bring them in money. Like do like a digital service where like you acquire all these movies that were gonna come out in theaters and just like sell them at home or something like that.
It's too late for that because everybody's doing that themselves.
I guess, but they could still get in. Not everyone's doing it. Only HBO is doing that. Really?
Yeah. True.
Yeah. So I feel like it's still kind of early for them to get into the game on that. So we'll see. But I have to say, learning about all this stock stuff has been very, very interesting. And it makes me wish that I had gotten into it a lot sooner. Like when a lot of these like big stocks were like cheaper, or like it makes me wish like my parents had like got me like some stock when I was a baby. Cause like,
got you some Apple stock or something?
Apple, Disney, even though Disney stock is not that much right now. So it's kind of crazy, but definitely Apple. Amazon is like, Amazon shares are like $3,000 a share. So it's like, so it's just like, it's kind of teaching you. So like when I have kids, I'm definitely going to get them some stock because that's how you set them up really. Just get them stuff. You just like do your research and get them some stock in a profitable company. And then by the time they're older, they'll have a good chunk of money, hopefully. So I hope we're all learning a little bit about financial literacy during this time or like trying to be more financially literate. We'll see. Anyway, deaf to Robinhood. But I think it's kind of funny how like the power of Reddit and what they were able to do.
Yeah. So. I've been looking at a lot of Reddit groups since I
got right.
Reddit like I just been on other Reddit groups now too, like for games and like just looking at random stuff.
But I was listening to another podcast and they brought another perspective into it for me. So like a lot of people think that like it's just hurting like big Wall Street people, but I feel like it's hurting some working families too, because a lot of people invest their pensions with hedge funds. Like they give their pensions to hedge funds so that they can like invest it. So I feel like a good chunk of regular working class people that were just trying to grow their pensions probably lost a lot of money too. And I feel bad about that. So, just another side to consider. just another side of it.
That sounds horrible.
yeah. It's not funny. I'm not laughing.
It's not funny. It's like, I don't know.
I mean, yes, but like, think about it. Like that could have been like, it could have been your pension. It just could have been. Like, just imagine if you have all this, if you have a good chunk of money for retirement, and then you just lost it all. And then like that's devastating. So you kind of gotta like.
They had like 200, like 200K or something.
Yeah. Exactly. So that's just another side of it. Regular people got hurt too. I don't feel bad for the Wall Street billionaires, but I do feel bad for the working class families that were doing business with the Wall Street billionaires. So yeah. Anyway, moving on from that. Gyasi, I was reading that we're a month into 2021 and there hasn't been a lot of restocks of these consoles. So I'm just wondering.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about like I need to get a PlayStation 5. Like, I don't know. Like,
I'm so glad that I got my PlayStation when I got it, because I'm here thinking that 2021 they were going to be like a lot more, but they haven't. I feel like they haven't restocked at all.
I haven't heard nothing about the PlayStation 5 like in general. Everybody be Spider-Man and just like it just game like I haven't heard nothing about the PlayStation 5 at all.
But so it's saying that there's an expectation for PS5, Xbox, and oh wait, no, these are chip shortages. Never mind. Maybe that's why there's not more consoles, because there's some chip shortages through the first half of 2021.
Oh, like in the chip for the console.
Yeah. So that must mean that we're not getting a lot of restocks of consoles through the first half of 2021. That's 6 months.
Yeah.
So if you didn't snag your PS5 prior, I don't really know how well these restocks are gonna go. So
it's crazy.
If you really want it, you're gonna have to scalp it.
I use
for $2,000.
Use my stock money. Give me
what stock money, Darcy? If you have one GameStop share.
I use my money for my one GameStop share.
How long do you think you're gonna hold on to that?
Oh, well, I'll see how stuff goes this week. I don't know if it goes up like to like the high, like close to thousands. I might be tempted to just sell it. Like,
I don't think it's gonna go up that high, but it might go higher. It might go high now that the restrictions are starting to lift. But I don't know if it'll go like up to 1,000. But if it does, that's great.
I'll see. I'm just gonna hold it and see where it goes.
But you know what's crazy though? GameStop doesn't even
lose, really.
GameStop doesn't even deserve this. GameStop sucks. Okay.
Yeah. I still want GameStop to go out of business though.
Right. Like it's kind of crazy because like GameStop, all they do is rip off the people. So like they're not even a company that deserves this huge fortune.
I was telling Jazz though, like this is probably like a great story out there, like some like GameStop like manager or like employee who was out here slinging pre-orders, and he got some stocks at GameStop. and now he's like a couple $100,000 or something, like, you know, probably like made like some money. So
remember, guys, GameStop is the place that rebuys your game that you bought 2 weeks ago for less than half of what you paid for it. This is the company.
Yeah, exactly. GameStop is trash.
GameStop is trash.
I heard it's like one of the worst places to work. Apparently, it was like on a list of like worst places to work.
Is it?
Yeah. So yeah, like after this, you know, just let GameStop go out of business, please. Please.
Exactly.
Let them die in peace.
It's just very ironic because it's like they don't deserve it, but like whatever. The Wall Street people need to be taken care of, but also like we shouldn't be rushing to GameStop's defense because they do. There's a reason they're going out of business because they suck.
Exactly.
Anyway. Don't know where you're gonna get your PS5s and your Xboxes from. How much are Sony shares? Now I'm like interested. Not that I'm gonna buy any.
Probably hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, of course. Well, some of these are not as expensive as I thought. Like Apple shares right now.
A lot of them dropped. A lot of them dropped because of all the pandemonium.
Yeah, like Twitter right now. Twitter shares are only $50 a share.
Yeah, that sounds low.
Right?
Yeah, like has it always been that low? Like look at
Ford Motor. Ford is only $10 a share. A lot of these GE $10. A lot of these shares are like stock market's low right now. Pandemic.
Yeah, we're in a whole panoramic right now.
A panorama? Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
Oh. Also, I heard on the Dr. Fauci on the news yesterday said that we'll see some form of normalcy in mid-fall. So for everyone that was hoping to have a summer this year, I think that you should forget about that.
Like if in terms of COVID, like oh, he don't know what he's talking about. Like, wait, he's just making speculations. Like at this point, I feel like he doesn't.
Well, we have all these new strains coming in that they don't know if the vaccine is effective against, and there is no vaccines either. So like I feel like that's a very accurate prediction.
Yeah.
So
but it's like I don't like seeing people, so to be honest.
I know this has actually been
I don't like being at home all the time. Like, I probably need to go out more. But like I don't like seeing people. I don't like people seeing my face, so I don't mind wearing a mask.
Yeah. This has actually been low-key very good for my inner hermit also.
Yeah.
Because it's like I do like socializing and I do like going out occasionally, but I don't enjoy the social pressure that comes with, when people are always asking you to go out and stuff. I'm just like, this is cool.
So I can go out when I want to now. Like,
the only thing I miss is being able to travel. I want to do that again safely, but we'll see.
Yeah.
When will I ever get to Japan? I don't know. Anyway, Gyasi, do you want to talk about Winx?
Winx Club? Oh man, what to say about Winx Club? I watched so many CW shows. Let's start off with that.
Well, the Winx Club is not. Wait, what?
It's basically a CW show.
Basically, yes, you're actually right. Show. So for those who don't know, Winx was a show back in, I forgot what year it came out. It was a show about. It came on, what channel did it come on? Like 4Kids?
Fox? Yeah,
Fox. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, so Netflix decided to take it upon themselves to make it into a live action show. Which I guess many people were excited about at first before watching it, but then left a lot of people confused and disappointed. Yes, one, as Jazz was saying earlier, they did whitewash it. There's not nearly as much diversity, actually nowhere near as much diversity as there was in the original show. They got rid of some fairies, switched them up, and made them different fairies to try to excuse the whitewashing that was going on. And it was just a lot. I don't really I know that I watched Winx Club as a kid, but I don't really remember it to a T. And I was just really like bothered by this alternate realm that they've created where Instagram and they tried to make it more adult, where like all these where they're doing all these drugs and smoking weed and like doing Adderall, and I'm just like, isn't this a mythical realm? I'm so confused as to what is happening right now.
Yeah.
Like,
it's kind of weird.
Why are we talking about Instagram and Snapchat and like doing drugs in this other world realm? Did that not bother you? Did that bother Jazz? Can you ask her? Did that bother her?
Yeah, no, I didn't. Like at first, like when I was putting it on, I was like, oh, maybe I could watch this with Olivia. And the first episode, it was very clear that could not happen.
Yeah.
My 7-year-old kid, and it was just like, I was like, it felt very unnecessary. And then I was just like, oh, this is just like what like UK like TV is like Skins and Misfits and stuff.
Yeah. Yep. It is not for kids. not for kids.
The double makeout. Remember when they were like on IG Live and
the
kissing? I have never seen that on TV before. Or ever, I guess. But it just really, I was like, wow, this is the difference between American television and like whatever Netflix is now.
Yeah, it's definitely, they definitely switched it up, and they made it, they tried to make it more for adults, but I don't really think that was working for them, honestly. It was kind of cringy.
Yeah, it was,
and I was just like, why?
Bloom was bad annoyed. Bloom was kind of,
oh my god, Bloom, I was telling you this earlier, Bloom is probably my least favorite character of any show I've ever seen. Like, she was really getting on my nerves. She really was.
She was doing too much.
She didn't listen. She was mad stubborn. I'm just like, how many times do people have to tell you something? Like, I don't understand. You're running around here with all these shady people, unleashing villains that are locked away for a reason. I don't.
Yeah, she's fiery. I get it. She's the fire fairy. She's a redhead. I get it. But I don't know. It just wasn't that good. It had like a whole bunch of like generic like CW white cast, one fat person and a black girl. Like I could have made this show. I could have made like I told you, like I could have made this show. Like,
yeah, there was nothing.
It's nothing original. Like it's like literally like Riverdale, like a skin, like Vampire of a skin. Diaries. Yeah, Vampire Diaries. All these shows, like it's just a skin of a skin. Like it's just like every other show with just fairies, and like they're not even fairies because they don't look like anything special. They look like everybody else. Like
they don't
got no wings or like anything like bright colors. That none of them have really like any colors. Like
no,
like it was a dark show. Like it wasn't good. It just wasn't that good.
Yeah, I was thinking too. Like one of the best things about the cartoon was like their outfits and like the fashion. It's kind of like Brat styles, you know, like it was very iconic for its time. And like the only one who looked anything like that was like Stella, because she's royalty.
Yeah.
Every minute.
Yeah, she looked the part, and Bloom. Those are the only two that was like, all right,
that resembled like
I could see it. Yeah, but like the rest of them was like,
they were just like, oh, just make a fat white girl Latina, like basically the same thing.
Yeah. It was It was weird. It was very disappointing. I don't know. I hope it doesn't get renewed for a season 2. We don't need to see anymore.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, I don't think any more of it, to be honest. Like,
they tried it, but not everything that comes out on Netflix is good. We are seeing.
Yeah, exactly.
What'd you say?
It had potential.
It did have potential, but I just feel like they did so many things wrong. Like so many things.
I watched too many identical shows like it. It's like, ugh.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give Winx Club like a 4, 5.
Yeah, I give it a 5 too.
5.
If I gotta rate it.
But I literally sat there and watched the whole thing in one day. I didn't even realize like that it was over. I was like, wait, I watched it all. That's very sad. But it's perfectly normal now. 6 hours out of my day in a pandemic. I wasn't doing anything anyway, so it's fine. Yeah, but there doesn't need to be a season 2. No. Speaking of CW shows, Riverdale started again, and I didn't know that until yesterday. I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw an article, and I was like, wait, it started? So I checked, and yes, it did start 2 weeks ago. There are 2 episodes out. So I watched both episodes yesterday, and it is just as awful as it's always been, but you still get sucked into it. So I will be watching that.
Haven't watched the first season since I finished the first season.
I know. But the first 3 seasons are actually pretty good, and then it's after that it gets very, very teeny bopper.
I think I've seen like whatever up to like where the dad like died. Like I remember he died in real life, right? Didn't the dad die?
Wait. But that was like last season where the dad died in the show.
In the show?
Yeah. Yeah, when he died in real life, they had to make him die in the show. That was last season.
Oh, okay. So no. So like I saw when like he got shot or whatever. Like
okay, that was season 1 or season 2.
Like he didn't die in real life, but like
no, that's not when he died though. He lived through that. He didn't die,
and then they made him die again, like in the show.
Well, yeah, because he died in real life, but that was like in season 1. But then like he had to die because he died in real life. Right? Yeah. So they had to kill him. I'm sure they weren't planning to do that, but
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. But we'll see what crazy paths Riverdale take us down. Now they're like seniors in high school. I think they're gonna do like a 5-year flash forward. So we'll see what happens. Not that you care about any of this, but because you don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna go back and watch it. I said I don't know if I'm gonna go back and watch it.
No, you're not gonna go back and watch it. I know you're not. I know you're not. And then Wandavision also came on Friday. Like I said, we're not gonna talk about it too much. You can give your thoughts on last week's episode first, Gyasi, if you want to.
Last week's episode was good, you know, and I think it's Monica Rambeau got knocked out of the little West New Jersey West something Fairfield Westview, New Jersey town, yeah.
After Wanda had her twins, that's important. You didn't say anything about that.
Yeah. Well, I know that's not real. I don't think. Oh, I don't know. Who knows?
But I think that is real. In the comics, they did have children. So
well, I don't think she's really pregnant. That's what I'm saying. I don't think she's really pregnant though.
Well, if
who knows?
They're following the comics, they did have twins that turned out to be superheroes also. So I feel like that might be where this is going. Maybe we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. In the comics, she made herself pregnant and gave birth to twins. So I feel like that is the way that this is going, probably.
That sounds awful.
So she's probably doing the same thing here with her powers. She's probably able to do that in some weird way. So we'll see.
Cool.
Had the twins. And then she figured out that Monica is from the outside world and basically blew her out the barrier. I won't say too much about this episode because you didn't watch it. But this episode is more, I'm just saying, you got to tell the viewers why we're not talking about it. Anyway.
Like 3 times, Shannon.
Anyway. This episode is all about Monica's past and how she came to end up in Westview. It's very good. We're completely out of the sitcom world for this episode and into the regular world. It basically takes place when the episode starts. I'm not going to give away too much, but this is not really a spoiler. When the episode starts, it's basically right after the blip, and they're showing everybody coming back after being rematerializing. Yeah. So it kind of like shows how that happened, really. And so basically everybody's rematerializing in the same places that they disappeared from. So everybody online is saying like, oh, so people that were on planes, they just rematerialized into the air and probably died. So I don't know, but that's probably what happened based on what they were showing us. Crazy. So she rematerializes in the hospital because like her mom was getting a surgery because she had cancer. But this is 5 years later. So she still thinks her mom is there because she didn't realize what happened or how long she was gone. But then she learned that her mom died because the cancer came back. It's been like 5 years. So so she's back, and then she goes back to work at Sword like 3 weeks later, and then they send her to Westview to investigate a missing person with the FBI. And Jimmy Woo from this episode also brings back a couple of Marvel people. Jimmy Woo from Ant-Man is here, if you remember him. Yeah. Do you remember him?
Yes, I do.
And Marcy from Thor is also in this episode. So do you remember Marcy?
No, I don't.
Marcy is, do you remember Thor, the first movie at all?
Yes.
Marcy was the other girl that was with, oh wait, I don't think that's her name actually. Let me shut up. Oh, I sound stupid. Let me look at her. Let me look.
Marcy, who's Marcy?
That's not her name. I'm thinking of something else.
Gotcha.
Let me see. Thor. Darcy. Sorry.
Darcy. Okay.
Darcy was the other girl that was with what's her face? And the professor. You don't remember? There were 2 of them. Gyasi. You don't remember Thor then. She's the main character in that movie. It was Darcy and it was Jane. Darcy and Jane and the doctor.
Darcy. I feel like she's not that important.
She was in the whole movie though. So she was literally in the whole movie. Let me show you.
I know. I looked her up just now, but oh yeah. She was at the computer. She was the scientist lady. Yeah.
Yes. So she's in this episode. They bring her in to investigate what's going on in Westview. And Jimmy Woo, also from Ant-Man, is in this episode. Like that worked for the FBI, is in this episode too. There you go.
It's hard to keep up with every character and their importance because some characters just aren't that important. Like
okay, well she's here and she's important to this show right now because she's the one that's figuring out what's happening in Westview right now.
Okay,
so that is all I will say about it. for right now. We'll
That's
talk
what
more
I got up to before I stopped watching.
Okay, we'll talk more about it next week. Here's Gyasi rolling his eyes. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. What else is going on? Let's see. I don't think anything really is going on this week.
Yeah, this week was kind of
stocks took over the world this week.
Yeah, it was all about the stonks.
The stonks. What does that mean?
The meme stocks. I don't know what it means. I just see people keep saying like meme stonks and stonks. Elon Musk tweeted stonks or something like that. Like, and then that made the GameStop stock go up even more. Apparently, like, people tweeting about it. Like,
anyway, they released a teaser for WandaVision for the rest of the season, and the rest of the season looks like it's gonna be very good. So, I am very excited for everyone who kind of like gave up on this show. I think that was a very dumb decision because this show is obviously setting up for like a huge rewarding payoff, like where everything is going to make sense. I feel like it's one of those shows. I feel like the writing is really, really good. And I feel like the storytelling is really good. And I feel like the way that they're going to bring it all together is going to be really good. And I honestly think that this is I feel like this is an amazing show. So if you gave up on it because you're impatient, you sucked. Anyway. Did you hear about this mod in Cyberpunk 2077 where you can basically have sex with Keanu Reeves?
Yeah, they took it out.
They took that out. So for the weirdos that were doing that, you can't do it anymore. I find it funny that they can take that mod out, but they can't fix the game. So, you know.
Yeah, the game is broken. It's cool. A lot of people got it for free though. So
yeah. Marvel's Avengers, the video game, the PS5 and the Xbox Series X versions are going to be shown next month. So, Gyasi, cool. You can get that. You can play that game if you haven't played that already.
I have that game. I haven't.
Oh, you do? Is it good?
Yeah. It's alright.
So I shouldn't buy it. It's not worth my money when it actually comes out for PS5.
Probably not.
Okay. Probably not. I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it. I don't know if there's anything going on. I'm trying to how long have we been talking? I'm trying to pull things out of the air.
Oh,
but I think that we're actually have gone through.
We usually talk.
Everything. No, you're just lying.
It's good. A good amount of time.
Game of Thrones animated series in early development at HBO Max. Why are we milking Game of Thrones? It was a disaster, and let's leave it alone. Please.
Yeah, I don't want to watch a Game of Thrones anime.
I don't want to watch any kind of Game of Thrones anymore. I don't even want to watch the spin-off shows that are coming out, like the one about the Targaryens. I don't even want to watch that. They ruined it for me.
Yeah, I'm over it now.
They completely ruined it, and I don't want to
see the Witcher season 2. That's what I want to see.
When's that coming out?
Who knows? Who knows that anything's coming out? We in a pandemic.
That's true.
Who knows?
True.
You know?
Excuse my dog, everyone. Someone rang the doorbell. Tomb Raider anime series in development at Netflix. Yes or no? Is that something you're interested in?
I don't know.
An anime series. Anime, not animated. Anime.
Oh, anime. That's like the supernatural anime. You need to watch that.
Because I didn't know that existed. And why did they make an anime version of Supernatural?
Supernatural is just so great. It's the best CW.
Is it literally a copy and paste of the regular show?
I don't think so. Probably not.
You said
okay.
CW show?
Yes.
There's a high bar for that.
Yeah. There isn't, but it's the best. Either way.
The best of the worst.
Yes.
Wonder Woman 1984 helps double HBO Max subscriber numbers, even though people are probably unsubscribing after they watch it or don't finish it because it's so bad.
Yeah, from HBO Max, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to unsubscribe and get Crunchyroll or something.
Wait, why are you unsubscribing from HBO Max? HBO Max has a lot of good stuff on there, actually.
Because I watched everything.
You watched? What do you mean you watched everything?
I watched everything.
What do you mean? What did you watch?
I watched everything.
What did you watch?
I watched all the DC stuff.
But they're having all those movies come out on HBO Max.
All of the things, Shannon, all of the things.
But they're having all the movies come out on HBO Max now for the next year.
Probably no time soon. Like they gassed this up and it's coming out like in November or something.
No, I think there's a movie coming out this month. The movie with Denzel Washington and Rami Malek is coming out. I think it's out already, actually.
What movie is that?
I forgot the name of it, but that's out right now, I think.
About to get that crunchy. Are you on my HBO Max now, right?
No, I have my own HBO Max.
Oh, squeeze me.
Because you can get it free with cable if you have HBO.
Oh,
so
yeah,
we have it free on cable. I was literally about to say something.
Yeah, I was too.
And you made me forget.
Yeah, you made me
what I was about to say. What was I about to say?
What were you just talking about? What did you just say? Like,
Shannon was saying that something's coming on to HBO now. That's good. And you were saying that you want to leave HBO and
before that.
Oh, I was gonna say that I watched a really good movie on Amazon Prime a couple weeks ago. It was called American Skin. Did you hear about that?
No.
So American Skin is about this man whose son gets murdered by the police, which is the story of our American lives right now. Anyway, sadly, it's true though. Anyway, the cop who murdered him was acquitted, basically. Like nothing happened to him. He wasn't charged or anything like that. Yeah. So then these kids are making a documentary about the guy whose son was killed. They're making a documentary about him and like the life of his son. But like the guy is like they're riding with him in a car, and then he's like, hold on, I'll be right back. And he goes into a house and he comes out of the house with the police chief. And they're holding him hostage. And they go to the police station, him and a bunch of like other people, like his brother and his like some other neighborhood people that are like they feel like wronged by the situation. They go and they take over the police station. They hold all the cops hostage, and the people that are in there, they hold them all hostage. And they basically, and they let the prisoners go, but like not go like really, but like they let them out of their cells, and they basically hold a trial in the precinct again. And the people on the jury are the people that are in the police, that were the regular people that were just in the police station. So they're basically like holding a whole trial again because they felt like it was a mistrial or whatever. So it was really good. I'm not explaining it well at all, but it's really actually let me play the trailer for you. because I feel like I'm not
trailer.
Huh?
I'll watch it. It sounds all right. I'll watch it.
No, it's a very good movie. It's a very good movie. So I feel like you would like it. But
you feel some way I don't want to watch the trailer?
What happened?
Nothing.
I'm only gonna play the trailer because I'm not doing it justice by trying to describe it to you. Okay. Hold on, let me share my screen. What is happening right now? Okay, what do you see right now? Do you see it?
No.
Oh, that's because I didn't do anything. Hold on. No! No. Crap. Sorry, guys. I'll be playing the trailer momentarily. What? Never mind. I messed up already. I can't share my screen. Hold on, let me see. Oh wait, maybe I can. Hold on. Share.
Okay, there we go.
Can you see it? Okay.
Yeah.
Now.
American Skin.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Remember me? How you doing tonight?
Doing well, officer.
Can I see your driver's license, registration, and insurance, please?
Of course. My license is right here. My wallet. That's all right, son. Remember the night in July? Hey! Wait! Put the phone down. Put that phone down. It's not my phone. It's a cell phone. It's just a cell phone.
Knew it was unarmed.
Get to the car and put your hands in the air. Officer, please, he's just a kid.
Pointed your gun at him.
Kid, get out of the car, son. Easy.
You pulled the trigger.
Put the phone away. Put the phone away.
The grand jury determined that no probable cause exists to file any charges
against Officer Randall. This is my son. This is my little boy. You took that from me. The world took that from me. Today we make that right. When I say this, I'm going to say it once. Stop. Why are we the only people in this country that are expected to do things without violence? Saw what you did. I did what I was trying to do. There's no justice. That's all I want. This is your joke. The size of your feet. Hey, you tried for the murder of my son. Scared? Are you afraid?
It's like a good movie.
What'd you say?
So it's like a good movie.
It is a good movie. I watched it the other day. It was very good. So you should definitely watch that.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch that.
Next. I think you have to, it just came out, so I think you have to rent it. But it's like $3, you know.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
It's fine. You know, it's an hour and a half, not that long either. So it's nice and engaging. And it really makes you think for those who are blind to what is going on in our country. So everyone should watch it. Yeah. But with that, I think that we kind of like talked about everything we need to talk about that was of importance this week, right, Gyasi?
Yeah.
Next week we'll be back. Gyasi will have watched this week and next week's episode of WandaVision, and we'll be back with the good review. Why are you doing?
I let the gray in.
Why?
I wanted to be gray again. I don't know.
Ew, close it. You look so much better before. We finally figured out Gyasi's lighting situation, guys. Gyasi was looking like
I was looking
very washed out the last few episodes.
I've been brown this whole episode.
Yeah, I know, it's been crazy.
This is how I looked before.
That
And this is how I really look. All right, guys.
Yes. Good job. All right. So as always, you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Blerdsnerds. Like us on Facebook. Send us an email at blerdsnerds@gmail.com. Rate, review, and subscribe on your podcast listening app of choice. And subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yep. You said it all.
Yep. As always, I'm Shannon.
I'm Gyasi.
Thanks for listening, guys. Bye. What are you doing? Bye.
Later.